we got that. Click the button. Oop. Almost clicked the wrong button. Alright. You already know the drill. Same old routine of just us playing games, making me lose my sanity, and having some great clips along the way to upload into YouTube as YouTube Shorts. So we're just gonna be kind of doing whatever. I might possibly do some save the world if you're just like if you're seeing the stream a lot later and you're just kind of hovering over towards the end and you don't see save the world, then well, we didn't play save the world. But if you see it, well, you'll see it. Double checking to make sure everything looks good before I go and play some games. Alright. Everything's looking good. We'll go ahead and get this started. Oh, excuse me. I see that Rambo's in the item shop, and one of the most interesting things that I have seen is the man got nipples. None of the skins that I have would have nipples. The only thing that comes to mind is this guy right here. No nipples. Where is he? This guy right here. No nipples. Anybody else? No nipples either. And I think that might be it so far. I'm sure if we saw more, we would see more. That one you can't really tell. But those guys don't have any, but Rambo does. I wonder what because of this girl, maybe they're starting to be a little more lenient. That's the only thing I can think of with it. I don't know. I'm debating on whether to get it or not. Like I might not. I don't know. I see that she's on, but I don't think she's even there. She's on, but I haven't played with her in weeks. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the last time was 2 months ago. Oh man. And these two. That one, that was unfortunate. This one, never again. Never again. That person right there is gonna become the reason why I'm gonna have to start doing background checks for people that want to add me. Just random people, like with Godlike, with all of his buddies that I've made through there, with her, these two, her, him, and there was probably a couple more that I'm missing. With those guys, they've already been vouched and they got, and everything's good. Oh no! Oh yeah, I was supposed to have my chat pop up on here. Hold up, we're gonna get that done real quick. Okay, we got that. Oh, come on, paste. Right on time, too. Alright, where are we gonna go? Where are we just gonna get annihilated at? We'll go over here. Now, we've already had some pretty rough games. We'll just have it set to joinable. Oh, man. I didn't even realize there was another person here. Oh well. Oh well. There was nothing I could have done there. I heard the other glider, but that was a bot play. That's what I thought it was. There was four people that landed there, but I only heard two gliders. So I just wasn't too sure what. I just wasn't too sure. Oh, this guy has so many play. He has a lot of playtime. Kato has 8,800 total matches played with 259 wins. But Chapter 7 Season 2, he has 1,032 matches. So that's already like 1/8 of that. And then Chapter 7 Season 1, he had, we're going to call it 2,100, but it's 2,095. We'll show that real quick. Like, that means that these two alone represented 35%-ish, like around 35%. No, that number doesn't seem right. Like right around 35 to 40% from that alone. 120. So essentially half of their wins has just been from the last two seasons alone, and it shows stats as far back as Chapter 2, Season 1. And there's like 8,800 matches played, so that could be an OG player like I am, because I have roughly that many matches played. It's so fun to look at stats. I know we shouldn't be focused on numbers, but sometimes you just want to see. You just want to see what the whole picture is. That just means that if they have played since Chapter 2, and there's 3,000 matches missing, so that would have meant that before Chapter 7. So before Chapter 7, you got. Trying to do the math. So there was 8 seasons in Chapter 2. Then we got Chapter 3 with, so that makes it 12. Chapter 4, that's 17 because of season OG. Chapter 5 with Chapter 2 remix. Got 22. And Chapter 6, 28 seasons. So we do the math, he would have been averaging 5 wins a season if he had started in Chapter 2, Season 1. And given that that he got to Unreal and I think 2 seasons ago, because it shows like the legacy and like the updated rank stats, but it showed the legacy one. Chapter 7 Season 1, you got the Unreal, so that like everything kind of checks out. I don't know what these are even used for. I still haven't really figured that out. That is the fact. Before, these things were a lot more sensitive, but they made it pretty rough. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like, when you see stuff like that, you kind of just think to yourself, it's like, what made them have a stark change like that? Because you gotta remember, right before Chapter 7, they would have had about 120-ish wins, because I didn't take into account of the season. Like those kind of stats are a little strange. And you really can't call it like a alpha count, because that's a lot of matches played. You got close to 9,000 matches. Like, you guys have seen the streams throughout the years and the recording sessions. Or whenever I did do the gaming sessions, you guys have seen all of that, so you would know. You would know with my playstyle that nothing has really changed. And you guys already saw the outcome, and you would know that again, nothing has changed. Got fish tacos. Because if they tried to look me up to see if maybe if I was hacking, they would know right away that I'm not. Even though my friend likes to make the joke that I'm a hacker and tell me to turn on my hacks, and he's like, "Oh, well, you have 5 kills." All that's because I steal all your damn kills, and they're all bot players. But yeah, if that one showed like 200 wins and it only had like 2,000 matches to it from as far back as Chapter 2, then I would know for sure that somebody's like alt account. But with that many matches played, so we did the math, so it's 8,800, there was about 3,300, so there's like about 50, let's just call it 5,500 matches in that span of 22 seasons. And I don't have really good numbers off the top of my head, but that's about 200, 225 approximately. The numbers could be slightly off, but it's somewhere between. It's not somewhere between. It's somewhere around 200 to 225 matches a season, which an average of 5 wins per match per season. So you got 225 matches per season with an average of 5 wins per season. That would leave the win percentage to be at right around 0.4, 0.5%. Because I would look at that and be like, yeah, you're pretty damn awful. You're a really damn awful player. You're pretty damn awful, so that's what will happen. Oh, man. Man, I feel tired. Let's get a chug jug. Our prayers have been answered. Yeah. I always say not to fixate too much on numbers, but that's mainly for you. It's kind of like the same reason why I tell people not to fixate on any of the frame rates. Why I don't tell people to fixate on the frame rate, because you're never gonna be happy with the numbers. But sometimes you want to look at other people's results. Get a reference to see if everything checks out. Like, if I get wiped out by somebody and they're just like cracked out of their mind, building and editing very crazy with no simple edits, and I see that they only have like a couple of wins, like if I only see that they have a couple of, like, let's say they have like 200 wins. I did not mean to do that. That was a complete accident. But if I see that the numbers don't add up, if I see that the numbers don't add up at all, like it shows that he's played the same amount of time as I did. I don't know why it's marking for me. Is that supposed to be that way? Oh my goodness, who would leave this behind? Back to what I was saying. If I see somebody's stats and they see the numbers just do not check out whatsoever, like they should be, they're just way too good at the game, and their numbers don't add up. And let's say they play the same amount of time as I did, and then the very next season they have like, they were from averaging a KD of like 0.5 up to like a KD of 7 season to season, then I know something is up. That's the yeah, there is some red flags going on. There's red flags with that. Now, if I see that this guy is averaging, if I see that this guy has like, if this guy's just cracked out of his mind, and I see that there's like 3,000 wins, career wins, I'm not gonna question it, because that guy's clearly good, and that season shows that he's just been averaging like 150 to 250 wins a season, and he's already like at win number 30 of the season, like so early on. I'm not gonna question it. I would be like, this guy is a much superior prep player, and I would be wondering why he's in my lobby. And that's pretty much it. I would be wondering why he's in my lobby. I'm not even gonna like get any. I just wanted to do it as a distraction. Yeah, that's why I look at numbers. It's kind of like comparing benchmarks. If I see that my graphics card is let's say this game is getting like, let's say this graphics card is getting me this frame rate that you see right here, where it's like getting like 250 to 300, but I see somebody else's with the identical setup and they're getting settings and they're getting like 500 on the same areas, then I would be suspicious. But if they're getting the same results or something similar to it, or maybe they're getting slightly worse frame rates and they probably have like slightly different specs or whatever, then I was like, okay, that's just a bit of an anomaly. Oh, Ratchet is in my game. I had killed him last game, but until I got instantly eliminated. He's probably looking to see where I'm at, knowing that I wasn't actually going to actually do anything. I just kind of wanted to do it just to mess with somebody. He's running around. He's trying to see where I'm at. Yeah, go up there. Curious, what's over there? Jug. Ammo. There's a lot of legendary items, but everything's past my render distance. Right, that's like the comparison that would have came to mind. That was like the, well, compared to the analogy. Sorry, the analogy. Because you want to have it as a reference point. If I see somebody that has identical stats to me, but they have way more playtime, more matches played, then I'm not gonna question that. If I see that halfway into the season I'm like at 40 wins with like 300 matches played, and I get eliminated by somebody that has the same amount of like total wins as me, but this season he was like at 40 wins as well, but with like 1,000 matches played, that's somebody that has more playtime. I'm not. There's no red flags there. But if it's somebody that was averaging 5 wins a season up until this season, and then magically go up to like 80 wins within the midway, of course I'm going to question that. That raises a lot of red flags. Like those are red flags right there. Those are, yeah, I don't believe those stats one bit. You either have somebody boosting your account or you're hacking. It's one or the other. Plain and simple. And then especially if you have the same amount of matches played, but your win percentage goes from like 2% to 30% with the same amount of matches played, it's like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit. Okay, so we got those two. We got Germ and Rat Germ and the clown guy. Wow, this is up and moving. Alright, well, Rat Germ just got eliminated. Alright, this is where it's gonna get absolutely torched. Could be over there. Really could be anywhere. Oh, I see him. He did take some storm damage, but he already has heals. Is that in zone? Nope, of course it's not in zone. Why wouldn't it be in zone? Well, we know he slid that way. He might have a chug jug. It's just that he would have used a good amount of it to heal. He'd be at that peak over there. He has that slurp truck as well. I don't even like this AR. I kind of realize I don't even have much AR ammo to pressure this guy. He'd be sneaking up over there. He could drop off, so. There, I see him. But yeah, I realized I have no AR ammo. I have no AR ammo, dude. Oh, of course, I slide off. I can't keep applying pressure to him because I don't have a lot of AR ammo. Good thing I took that chug jug with me. And that gave us our 10th solo win of the season. What a great way to get win number 10. What a great way to get win number 10. So we look at our solo stats. We have a ways to go, but I think it's doable. I don't think we're going to be able to hit these two numbers. Or actually, you know what? We're only like 2 weeks into the season. We have 8 more weeks, so we can multiply that number by 4. We could be looking at 20, potential 25 win season. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about how that season's gonna go. But overall, not bad. Not bad. We could see a potential 100 win season. Right now we're currently at 18, and doing the math, we could be seeing a potential 100 win season. A 50 win season is very possible. We're already like 18 wins in with the 2 weekends, and I think by the end of the weekend we could be at closer to 20. So it's looking like it can be pulled off. So we're gonna see how that goes. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. Very satisfied. Okay. Can't wait for that update. This one's gonna take a while. This one is still gonna be kind of there. Kind of there in existence. We got that. More challenges. I already got all of those. We still got more of these go. We need one more here at Wonky Land. Missing that one. And then eliminate players while sliding. That could be done in the other mode. We're at 40 out of 75. We're making so much progress with that. Like, we're just really going through it. Man, she's playing Blitz Royale. That one gets a little chaotic for me. Either that or I just find dead lobbies. But so far, the collection is looking pretty good. We got 19 so far. And our only mythics is this peanut and the 0.1. And then we got the special rarity, which is the gummy sprites. I am missing... Oh wait, no. The fire sprites over here. Then we got our galaxy one. This looks really cool. But I want to have that because this is like more of like a play to win situation with it. Because you have to actually grind it out. Oh, excuse me, I need to yawn for a bit. Oh, Godlike is streaming. He is currently live. He is currently live. It just showed up in the pop-up. We're gonna see if this man is gonna join the party or not. Sorry for that. I'm looking at the stream. I don't have to have him subbed because of the whole thing. Ah, I guess I got a drop for Disney Dreamlight Valley. Guess I could claim that. Or is that just something that started popping up? Huh? I don't know. But yeah, now you guys know why I now switched over to the Striker Pump and the Chug Jug. I wanted to go back to that win. There is a reason for that. There is a good reason for that. Because of games like that. So, yeah. There was a good reason for that, and it wasn't even like a hypothetical situation. It was just one of those situations where it's like, if I had minis, I would have been cooked, especially with the playstyle that I had. With that, just being a little like playing it on the safe side. Like it was smart for me to play on the safe side of it, because that meant that I don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't have to worry about taking damage, because I'm like before you saw me like trying to get high elimination games, but now you see me like having 3 to 5. These were the kind of like the typical numbers that I was getting, and that was like pretty normal. Now the new normal is like close to like 8 to 10 in the team modes, but in solos it was pretty normal to get like 2 or 3. So this was like pretty solid. But I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with the outcome of all this. Pretty happy with how things have gone. That was about as best of a scenario. Oh man, sorry. I'm a little iffy at the moment. Like, I'm feeling all sorts of tired. Hold on real quick. No, it's a damn shame. I never got to play the six. What was it, the five people squad or the quints? How people would say. Ooh, that's a big spider. Oh shit, that is a big spider. Where did he come from, Kanada Joe? What the fuck? Now it freaking almost smacked me right in the face. Oh, that spider's fucking gone. Eh, that's a problem. That's a problem for future me to deal with. Oh my god. Yep. All right. Yeah, I kind of need a moment because I was trying to figure out where that spider went because that spider disappeared on me a few days ago and that fucker nearly dropped down. Good thing I didn't have my webcam on because you would have saw that. You would have just saw just some like a random like speck of dirt right there. But the spider is gone now. I'm not sure if I killed it or not. Oh, yep, I did kill it. I, I guess it would help if I actually looked under under my flippers. But it legitimately looked like it went underneath my UPS unit. All right, we're gonna kind of hold that. All right, redeem the gift card between now and that to get this. Get the back bling. When is this one? 11 a.m. for 2 hours. I'm gonna be at yard sales. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's on a. That is tomorrow. I will not be there. You always do it at the most random times. I'm gonna be at yard sales. Gonna be having myself a nice matcha. I'm gonna be just everywhere. So.
Thanks.
For real?
Yeah, we're gonna say what's up with Sam, but unfortunately there's a damn ad, even though there was an ad like 5 minutes ago. Actually, how many wins solo matches have I played so far? 79 so far this season. So we could hit 500 solo matches. Our current record is 218. That was so long ago. That was 3 years ago. I'm just crunching numbers to see if it's even doable. Yeah, how many ads are there? There we go. Go. Let's see. Ah, it didn't even make the sound. There we go.
Welcome Jesus 16 newer.
Yeah, I'm looking at his stream to see if he's gonna join or not. So it doesn't look like he's I don't think he's even there.
Hey, welcome in, Jesus. Welcome in.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has copyrighted music playing in the background because of the lobby music.
Okay, there are two debug missions, so we'll get those done. Then we'll wait for our fantastic Fart to send me an invite so we can do some droids. Where is the?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be doing that. So He might join later, so we'll see. We'll see if he joins later or not. We'll just see if he joins. I just wanted to check in to see if he was gonna join or not. These guys are still diabolical for having this, not even having this separate, but this one gets a separate treatment. Absolutely diabolical of a move. Y'all remember back in the day when people get hyped for whenever emotes would come to the item shop? Like, it didn't get spoiled, didn't get any of that. It was just kind of just there. So yeah, we're gonna play. I wanted maybe I just wanted to take some time with that. Man, he's gonna be doing some daily debug missions. I don't know what she's doing. She's just doing blitz, and it looks like he's gonna be joining these two and the Droid Tycoon. Yeah, we really burned a lot of time just sitting in the lobby, but I'm just kind of at that point where it's like I'm not gonna like be like join or hit play now, do that like immediately like move the game. Like only if I'm like trying to like get some challenges done. I'm trying to get it done really quick. I don't have a lot of expectations. Like I said, with all these streams, I may have a win now, but it could be a disaster later. So it's just kind of like it's just kind of whatever. It's just kind of whatever. It's like. I wanted to land over there the first game, and then we got annihilated. Yeah, we're just here just to kind of just play, just kind of just chilling, just having just the time. Just the time. I might switch over to Save the World at some point if the matches is getting kind of brutal, and I might just switch over to Save the World and do that. Maybe midway through, maybe like after like the hour and a half mark. Right now we're like 43 minutes, so maybe like after like a couple of games, we'd call it good. I could just switch over. Like if it probably like when it hits midnight, somewhere around there, then we could just finish out the rest of the stream playing Ventures in Save the World. Because I really do want to grind that out. Yeah, on Ventures. Are you serious? It looked like a shotgun on my screen. It straight up looked like a shotgun on my screen. That's why I went for it. Well, that's okay. We got the elimination with the burst. There's another one? I had to do that. That shotgun was just not doing me any good favors with me whipping those hits. All right. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody had pointed it out, but I thought it was fake until I actually saw it. And, what was it? Yes, Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night when I saw it. I was like, huh. Unfortunately, that's about how. That is about as much gold as I have currently. My alt account would be able to get it because all it does is just run endurance all the damn time, so it would be able to get it. Maybe towards the end of the season, I'll grab it because those matter a lot with your power level these days. But yeah, I'll get it like later in the season when I have the gold for it. I don't want to get it at the moment. We're gonna just toss this burst out. Oh shit. Yeah, depending on how the matches go, probably like I don't know, and sometime during midnight I'll just switch over to Ventures. Oh my goodness, how many of you guys are there? My goodness. Yeah, I will switch over to Ventures like a little later. If I end up getting some really awful games, or if I'm already like feeling like good with how my games are, then I'll be switching over. Hold on, I gotta get the gotta passively shield up. I feel like it hasn't changed, but actually no, it did increase a little more. It did increase a little more, so yeah, I will be planning on switching over to that. But yeah, I think I'm currently like at level 14 or 15 in Adventures. I don't remember off the top of my head. I was playing it Wednesday night. And then I was playing it with a friend of mine. Her and I were both playing. We're playing yesterday. For a couple of hours. Yeah, I haven't really done much playing after that. Alright, where is that vending machine at? There it is. I knew that was going to happen. I just knew that was going to happen. Got that. I carry for once. Yeah, the problem was I was struggling to try to find the damn eliminate and collect. For every reason, that mission always seems to not want to pop up in the beginning of the Venture season. It's kind of annoying. Ghost Sprite. Yeah, kind of think of it. I don't think I even saw you playing Ventures like at all. I mean, I don't know. It only started a few days ago. Stocking up on gold, just in case. Oh, another one of those boots. Nice. Ah. So much for that. Yeah, that sounds about right. You always have buddies that have the ventures already like completed. As a matter of fact, had you had him carry both of us in ventures, and we had like we had like a really good head start on it until I started having the issues with the matchmaking kicking the whole party out. Oh, nice. I started to notice that the self revive has been spawning a lot more frequently. Like I had one game last night where I think I saw 3. Like I encountered 2 or 3. 2 for sure. But it might have been 3. But I know it was at least 2. And it was very weird. Because before, those things were nearly non-existent. To the point where you were saying that they got rid of them in the game. Also, this is a very, very good circle. Just gotta get myself up there. Mile high retreat. Thought I heard footsteps. I'm gonna take that ammo. Any little bit of ammo will make the difference. Looks like King Bomb the Mighty could be our challenger. Yeah, we're gonna have to. He's gonna give us a good challenge. He's just sniping people. We just gotta get up to the top. Get up to the top, we should be good. And then from there we can launch out. I should probably change it to this real quick. I don't really see anybody here, but they could be all over there and here, so that it's possible that we're gonna see those. All right, come on, give me the next zone. That should give us a couple seconds of time. Oh, nice. We don't need to do anything. We can just stay right here. I will say, godlike, having those offenders really helped out a lot with the eliminations. We're just gonna stay right here. We're just gonna stay right here. I don't see no builds around here. So I'm pretty sure they're all over there at Battlewoods. At least a couple. Or if not, Latte Landing, or maybe somewhere in the mountains over there. But they're too far in the render distance. I would have loved for the render distance to be better. I don't think anybody's coming up here. It's very unlikely we're gonna see anybody there. Like hell, I don't even see anybody down here. Like no builds, nothing. Like not even like any remnants of this stuff getting destroyed. Okay. Okay, there's some builds over there. I thought there was somebody there, but that's just a damaged brick. Brick is damaged, so take that. But this has been all cleared out. It leads me to think that it could have been a bot player that was here. Yeah, because all of this stuff is kind of just destroyed. I don't really see anybody else here. Like those ramps I don't remember seeing. Also, this is a terrible idea for me to be in this bush, but like I said, we're just kind of, we're not gonna try to like get too crazy with the pushing and the aggression and just aggressively pushing people or any of that stuff. King Bob the Almighty. You got a bush check, bud. You can't be you can't be doing these things. Remember when I said that he was our potential problem player? Well, we were wrong. I ended up becoming his problem. Alright, well. Well, time to climb up this mountain. Yeah, man. I'm just upset that I missed with that shotgun. Like that's what really upsets me. Is that I missed with that shotgun. He should have gotten bop with that. Like that one was like, man, I should have been better. That's 3 people, 4th guy's. Oh, never mind. Which is yours? Okay. I think he dropped down. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you. Oh, I guess it wouldn't let me build there. Oh, accidentally did that. Did not mean to do that. I don't know for 6 damage. Gonna go for the vending machine. Oh shit. That was an unlucky head. That was an unlucky headshot on that one. That was unfortunate. Damn. It was a good game, but fuck, I should have gotten the back-to-back out of that. I should have gotten the back-to-back. That would have been the game right there, but I botched it with the first shotgun. He would have gotten that pressure applied. But I completely botched it. So, oh well. These games happen. These games just happen. They just happen. I was really hoping. I was really hoping to. to get it back to back, but I botched that move. I just straight up botched it. Now that first shotgun shot, that should have been a that should have been a headshot, or even a body shot, because that would have applied pressure. Then a part of that was my fault. Part of it was my fault. I should have let him get pushed out, but given that I kept tagging him so many times, I was like, he doesn't really have any heals. I'm just going to try to land a shot, because I have been doing fairly good. I'm not like the greatest with my aim, but I have a lot better confidence in my aim to be able to do something. No ammo. Lovely. We're in zone. We're gonna just check the lodge and just kind of boot up over there. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna try to do there, bud. Oh! There we go. Oh my god. I'm not doing that again. Never again am I doing that. Oh, that's why he left immediately. That was one of the worst things I could have done. Yeah, so you may find more loose sometimes mythic. Cool. And just letting y'all know that he was getting kind of annoying. I think he was gonna, you know what I think he was gonna try to do? I think he was gonna try to quickly loot that because I think he knew that I was gonna go after him. I think that's why he did that. This guy I have at a level 1 currently, so I'm just gonna max him out and then collect them. Just extract them and just be on with my day. But yeah, never again am I gonna pull something like that. That was really awful. Couldn't even do it right. And I just know that guy is pissed. And now he has to go and rebuy that again. go through here. Nice. And we have a budget for... Wow. That's a whole load of equipment. Check over here. I didn't even like. There's somebody else here. Come on. I think the problem with this mythic is it's just kind of, it's a little risky. I don't know what's gotten into me. I don't know why it's not, why my shotgun hits are just not landing. They've been doing really, like, I wouldn't say consistent, but they have been doing pretty solid. So I don't know what's going on there. But if we could try to get to level 5 with it, that would be nice, just to master it. That would be pretty ideal. I don't really see anything else besides that. I don't see anything. We could drop down there. Take fall damage. That's nothing new. You know that guy right there too. Oh, that bot player had a self-revive. Very easy to tell it was a bot player because they would have used that by now. They got eliminated, so that's a pretty obvious indicator. They had diddly squat. I mean, so far I'm doing okay. I mean, I guess you could say I'm doing fine. Not the most ideal, but I can't complain. gonna chill up here for a little bit. I saw somebody down there. Ooh, got a little lag. Nothing crazy, but still laggy nonetheless. Alright, time to run down here. I'm not gonna slide. Oh, look at that. Everything says to render. Honestly, I'm just gonna try to see if I can master it. Maybe this vending machine will also have something good. Maybe. We kind of have to take it. And then this one, get a refresh of the boots. I'm just saying, we're really not the greatest of spots. Because we know there's several people over there, so that's some of the lobby, but I don't want to get attacked from behind as well. I mean, that's still over there. I don't see anybody behind me. But here's what I will do. We're gonna go up to this tippity top of the mountain. Wow, back-to-back games with the zone ending over here. That's... I'm now realizing that not often we see stuff like that. Gonna get a re-up on materials because I burned a good amount of wood from that. Over there. What was he doing? That was the worst reaction time I ever saw from him. Knocked over 200 meters away. I think that was from the storm. But hey, we got our burnt peanut to level 4. That has to count for something. But that was a pretty solid game. Oh my god, that's gonna really annoy me. No, we will check the replays in a bit. I don't know what that dude's thought process was. Maybe he had no heals left. We'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. And I'll tell you 10 long. Ooh. Alright, let's go look at the replay to see what was all about that he just didn't want to push. I was looking at it, I was like, that's why I wasn't even trying to wait. I was just sitting there, I was like, is this man for real right now? Man, this would have been the hypothetical 3-peat too. That's the crazy part. If I didn't mess up this game, I would have had another 3-peat. But it kind of made me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie to you, it made me a little sad knowing that I could have had a 3-peat. I would have been at win number 20 of the season, man. But hey, you know what? I'm glad we got 2 wins. That one wasn't even the hard part. That one was just, it was so anticlimactic. I was like, really? I was like, really, dude? Dude, I am just having a bunch of Facebook notifications pop up. Sorry, I'm eating a dark chocolate. There's no one. Is there anybody? person that was there. It was only just us two. There was nobody here. Then he was hiding. Running around. Getting material refresh. Now, did anybody pop up? There was somebody over there. Yeah, metal recap was right there. So he did heal up. And that person. Did he not get the heal out? Nope, he didn't get it out in time. So he lost that Galaxy Sprite too. That's a damn shame. So I got that. I trapped him, so I was like, okay. Definitely sleeping. Wow. Because that girl right there would have been the wild factor into that. She would have had that. Wow. Amazing. That was very unfortunate. And then he leaves, so then I'll read this up real quick. I think he was trying to land a shot at me. And then realized they messed up. Alright. Yeah, that I kinda I figured that's what actually happened was that person doing that. But dude, the reaction time of molasses, that is awful. That is an awfully slow. So, but that means that we got what we needed. Sprites unequipped. Because we're pretty far in with him. Now we're gonna do some adventures for the rest of the night, which is not gonna be a lot, but as I kind of want to just end it with just me doing some adventure missions. No eliminate and collect in my area, you know, because that's leave it to that. Leave it to this game to do that to me. But is there at least some quest lines I can do? Survivors, RPs and trailers are 34, and lobbers. Lobbers is something that's gonna take a while to. That's gonna take me a while to do. So. I figured, you know, it's like the second day of adventure. Like I figured I might as well try to play some adventures.
Time for a little R&R. Ransacking and resupplying. If you need it, grab it. You've got 10 minutes to grab anything you need.
I'm just kind of farming everything out. Fortunately, since my friend was in the 46s, he was able to take me. Get all that done. I was like, I'm pretty sure I had seen an RV. Let's get on boat. I know there's not that as much commentary as I would have in Battle Royale, but sometimes it's just nice to just mellow out, just kind of do this for the rest of the night. Maybe do a couple missions and then call it a night. Unless I get sent to do so, but doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. Alright, we got the bare minimum needed. I've just been checking stuff. Just kind of. We're not gonna do too much in Save the World. I'm just by myself, so it's kind of not really all that enjoyable to just play very stuff. This is kind of one of those things where you gotta play with people. I'm just trying to get all this kind of all. Change the title of it, including Save the World, so that way people don't get mixed up with it. That way, to see the maybe, they'll be like, okay. Be like, okay, and so he probably changed over to Save the World after that. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna be out for a while. It's kind of. Yeah, really popped out of nowhere with that defender. Come on, don't do that. Yeah, please do not do that. Man, yeah, there is not gonna be much to do. Very impressive to see people like max out. I think the fastest I ever got adventures done, like all the quests and everything done. On adventures like legitimately took me like 4 to 5 days, but the fastest of all time was 3 days when we used to be able to do the backpack transfer glitch. Dude, that was so clutch to do. Collect all, collect all, collect all, collect all, collect all. Beautiful.
Great! Have fun out there!
Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of fun, Ray. Actually, what level do we get access to the 46s? I do want to know. And that is level 17. Ugh. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to make do with that. Okay, so there's a 140 eliminate collect, so we have no access to that. And a 58 eliminate collect, that's nature. We have no access to that either. Wow. That is a major letdown. I'm not gonna lie, that's a letdown. So we will
At the end of the day, it all comes down to friendship.
Yep, with the power of friendship. Alright. See what our loadouts look like. We're gonna change you out with another one of these. And we already have the obliterator, so we will do the I don't even have the perks maxed on that. Alright, we got another obliterator that we will give you. And that, and then we will give you. Do we have another obliterator? Nope. a lot of Xenon bows though. We will give you, which one do we have? Crit damage, crit rating. We're gonna do the crit build on that one.
Let's get searching. Let's go give those survivors a fighting chance.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. Oop, smacked our microphone. I do apologize.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well, that started an ox race. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? The corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive? Remember how I said that would never, ever,
Alright,
ever
so
happen here?
we're gonna just stock up on blue glow and
We
try to
need to
max the
retrieve the
thing,
data as
the
usual,
difficulty
but
up.
this time we need
So
to
that's gonna
watch
be the game
storm.
plan. We're gonna max the difficulty
Exposure
up.
to the storm will hurt you a lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health.
If I see a vending machine that I
We
like.
need to retrieve the data before we're overwhelmed by the storm.
Okay, well,
So you'll want to move
we're
quickly.
gonna run around and just try to
We only have 20 minutes.
get
Keep
all
an
the
eye on
collect
storm's movement on your
all the
map.
blue glow we can get.
Landing site spotted. Nice find.
Okay. And
We've got a bonus in play. Any attacks from the storm's creatures could corrupt the data. You'll want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
oh, excuse me. And a whole bucket of plastic chicken. Got a storm chest. Man. Really would appreciate my ears with this little cheek. Mm. I don't even have to do anything. This is pretty nice. Look at that. Damn. Those responses did not stand a chance at all. That blaster I think just got annihilated. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. They're really making the players very lazy. Got a stab's worth in there, but nothing of significance. But something worth noting, I have survivalist, which gives me heals for every elimination I get, and it'll just keep doing that. That did not get any heals whatsoever from that. So useful information. I also need survivors as well. I mean, this one we will do because it's pretty easy.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel really tired. I think this will be the last mission we do, and we're gonna call it a stream. Oh man, I'm already feeling really sleepy. Make sure I don't accidentally start the mission. We've got a lot of stuff to recycle. Nice. Take care of those. Take care of these because we don't need them. Get rid of these. We do not need them. Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open. Oof. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good, guys. Yeah, I would have not been able to make it in VR. I think I could probably would have been fine. I think the pacing too has dropped, has moved very slowly. That I had just, oh man, yeah.
The only way we're going to retrieve all of the
Alright.
data is to shoot the balloon down as soon as possible. So bring down that balloon, download that data, and get ready to move. The balloon has landed. Defend that data.
Alright, move over here. Over here. Over here. there. There. Come on.
File successfully retrieved.
Easy.
File successfully retrieved.
You know, I kind of forgot to, Hi, Drew. Alright, how has the game been treating you tonight? I know I saw you won for a good bit.
Looking good.
I had a couple of rough games, but I got 2 wins, at one of which the person had the reaction time of molasses. I could have had 3 wins in a row, but when I won the first game and I went on to the second one, I missed a couple shotgun hits, and I made some poor choices. Usually I would say people, oh, these guys gonna get pushed out of storm. Well, I kept damaging this guy so much that I decided to just go for it and try to push him. And the shotgun shots were just not shotgunning at all. And I just kept missing. Do this. Let's do this for now. But the very next game, I was able to make it up, and that was that one was. I wasn't even happy. I was just like, are you for real? Like, hold on. I'll show you in a bit, assuming I don't get annihilated. Oh, goddamn, not the flingers. What do I get for upping the difficulty on this? What I get? And I knew this was gonna happen too. No, I decided not to listen. Sure about it. I don't have good weapons to combat these. The right after this I mentioned in the stream, I'm like very sleepy, so I'm kind of I think this game mode, because it's a much slower pace, I think it just made me feel really tired. Either that or my sleep schedule is kind of a little messed up. No, cut. You got me in the worst time, but fuck. Yeah, I'm over here struggling, trying to keep my eyes open. Oh, that's a problem. And everything's fine. See, it wasn't too bad. Pretty easy. Not a lot of my lobbers, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a good rest, cause yeah, guys, I'm gonna switch to save the world, but right when I was finally getting done with it, he switched over to freaking to the Star Wars stuff, so. It looks like I ain't gonna see him for the rest of that night. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the freaking Imposters game mode that used to be out, where everybody on my friends list was playing it, and they were just leaving me there to play by myself on other modes, because they would all rather play that. So it kind of just reminds me of that. Like, it looks fun and all that stuff, but man, we would appreciate it if it somebody just didn't like stop so long, because I started playing more because I was like, all right, cool, everybody's kind of in the zone, and oh man. But yeah, we're gonna end it here because I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. We'll see you guys Saturday night. Have a good rest of your evening, morning, or whatever time zone you're at. Peace out.